Good evening. Welcome to the forecast discussion for May 12th, 2014. It is currently 6:24 p.m. and I think you can pretty much tell where the influence of the Atlantic really takes hold in this type of weather pattern and where it's, well, hot and humid, at least for this time of year. Temperatures away from the coast generally range from the upper 70s to lower 80s this hour. In fact, approaching the mid 80s in the Philadelphia metropolitan area. But then look at Long Island. Temperatures, and also southern Connecticut for that matter, temperatures are in the mid to upper 60s, and this is a direct influence of the Atlantic Ocean as winds come from the south and southwest into Long Island and southern Connecticut, leading to temperatures remaining much cooler. For the most part, though, temperatures are from the southwest and west, which means that we're transporting a very humid, warm, tropical-like air mass into the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area with summer-like conditions. However, these summer-like conditions are not going to last all that much longer. In fact, for many locations over eastern Connecticut and Long Island, these temperatures will become much cooler as we start to see more of an influence of a backdoor cold front. We're starting to see that influence this evening with increasing clouds and some rather dark clouds out there as we get better lifting, as some of that influence from the Atlantic starts to take hold and starts to run up against this southwesterly flow, transporting tropical moisture into the region. On the radar, you can see we have quite a few scattered showers and even some thunderstorms over central and now pushing into eastern Pennsylvania. A lot of these thunderstorms are going to collapse because the instability in the atmosphere is going to fall apart. So if you are going to the Mets-Yankee game this evening, there will be an isolated shower or two as a threat, but won't be a washout in any way, shape, or form, and likely they'll just play right through any of these showers anyway. But you could see these showers rotating around a high pressure system over the Western Atlantic, basically around Bermuda. So you see this southwesterly flow rotate through. Let's follow it right here. Comes up, comes around. Here's our cold front over here over the Great Lakes, and our warm front boundaries up here in New England. We see that very clearly on the infrared satellite picture, where we have our stationary boundary here locked in. We have our cold front out here in the Central Plains. This is going to be a major problem for us over here on Friday with periods of very heavy rainfall. We're looking at 2-3 inches of rain possible over the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area, especially eastern Pennsylvania and western New Jersey. We'll talk about that in a moment. And we are currently under the influence of a Bermuda high, and that very mild air is coming right out of the Gulf of Mexico. Now you see this high pressure system right here. This high pressure system is over the Canadian Maritimes and will build south and west and drive this frontal boundary to the south and west through the New York City metropolitan area and towards the Philadelphia metropolitan area, bisecting the region. So for tonight, look for temperatures basically in the upper 50s to lower 60s for lows. Very mild, humid air throughout the region. Can't rule out some fog as well tomorrow morning that could become locally dense. And then for tomorrow afternoon, this front is going to bisect the region, leading to scattered showers and thunderstorms as a threat, and also a wide variety of temperatures. Over eastern Connecticut and eastern Long Island, temperatures will be in the mid to upper 60s. Over the New York City metropolitan area, upper 60s to lower 70s. Meanwhile, the Philadelphia metropolitan area will range from anywhere from the mid 70s to even a few lower 80s, especially as you move into southeastern Pennsylvania and right within the Philadelphia metro. So it's going to be a wide variety of temperatures, almost a 20-degree spread, 15 to 20-degree spread from eastern Pennsylvania to eastern Connecticut, and all thanks to this backdoor cold front that will be dropping south and east. Get used to that. That's going to be our pattern basically for the spring and for the summer, I think, as this pesky high pressure system remains a constant theme for our weather pattern. As far as this low pressure system out here in the plains, it will continue to lift up into the Great Lakes. On the water vapor satellite picture, we really clearly see the way this pattern is setting up. Here's our deep trough in the Gulf of Alaska and to the south of the Aleutians. Pumps up a nice ridge over the Rockies, produces a deep trough over the plains, and then as a result of this trough, we get this ridge. However, this ridge that's over the southeast cannot build completely because we have this upper level low over the Canadian Maritimes. And this upper level low is called a negative NAO pattern, which keeps this high pressure system locked in around the Gulf of Maine and around the Canadian Maritimes, and will push this boundary to the south and west towards the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area. One other thing to really point out here are subtropical jet streams coming back and with a vengeance. And when this subtropical jet stream starts to interact with this disturbance over the plains, it's going to tap up plenty of moisture, plenty of tropical moisture. That's going to mean a major problem for the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday morning, with 1 to 3 inches of rain expected. 1 inch as you head towards the coast, especially around Connecticut and Long Island. 3 inches will be possible over eastern Pennsylvania and western New Jersey. Not what you want to hear, as there's going to be a threat for some flash flooding throughout the region as a result. So let's take a look at the latest model guidance from the Penn State AWOL website. I'm going to use the GFS model guidance for this evening. Again, for this evening, can't rule out a few isolated to widely scattered showers, possibly a heavy downpour for about 30 minutes or so. The main story will be the muggy, warm conditions this evening, with temperatures falling into the upper 50s to lower 60s by tomorrow morning, with some localized dense fog. Now notice our boundary here is starting to set up. Now watch what happens by tomorrow morning. That boundary is getting pushed south through the New York City metropolitan area. Here's our high pressure system building south. You can see it really impressively building down the coastal plain. And so as a result, we'll have our region bisected once again with mid to upper 60s over eastern Connecticut and eastern Long Island, upper 60s to lower 70s in the New York City metropolitan area, and mid 70s to lower 80s as you move deeper into that tropical air mass over eastern Pennsylvania. And again, we're going to be dodging a few scattered showers here and there, especially in the afternoon hours. You'll see a few of those showers develop, and then they'll weaken as the high pressure system continues to build south. Now, if you're over Connecticut or Long Island, you could actually see some breaks in the cloud cover, some scattered cloud cover, and generally dry conditions. It's actually not going to be that bad of a day. Cooler, but still not that bad of a day at all. Moving forward for Wednesday, well, unfortunately, we're going to be dealing with more scattered showers and thunderstorms throughout the region as that backdoor cold front wavers and our cold front from the west approaches. On Thursday, more scattered showers and thunderstorms can be expected. On Wednesday, look for temperatures to range from the mid to upper 50s for lows, lower to mid 70s for highs throughout the entire region. And then on Thursday, look for temperatures to vary quite a bit, with lower to mid 60s for lows throughout the entire region. Then upper 60s to lower 70s over the New York City metropolitan area, including Long Island and Connecticut, and mid to upper 70s, even a few lower 80s over the Philadelphia metropolitan area. Then on Friday, here comes that strong cold front with periods of very heavy rainfall throughout the entire region. Friday morning continuing on into early Saturday morning. And that's going to lead to heavy rainfall amounts of 1 to 3 inches on Friday. Look for temperatures in the lower to mid 60s for lows and mid 70s for highs throughout the entire region. By Saturday afternoon through Monday of next week, high pressure will generally take control. Can't rule out an isolated shower from time to time. But overall, we return back to near normal temperatures, with temperatures ranging from the lower to mid 50s for lows and upper 60s to lower 70s for highs. Again, that's your forecast discussion for today. It's going to be a volatile weather pattern, that is for sure. I'm your meteorologist, Stephen DiMartino. Follow the latest weather information at nynjpaweather.com and nynjpaweather on Twitter, Facebook, Google+, and LinkedIn. Have a wonderful day, and as always, stay safe out there.